What's going on, you guys? ZEUS the DJ here with another unboxing slash review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Xbox. Well, actually this isn't an Xbox brand, this is a PDP. That's the actual name of the brand, PDP. This is the Deluxe wired Xbox controller for Xbox and for Windows. Now, I picked this up today because my other one went out and I purchased it, I want to say back in December or something like that, and I used it a lot, like every day for hours on end when I was streaming and stuff. And I've since stopped streaming and you know, trying to get back into doing these reviews and stuff. And I did a video featuring one of these. I had the blue one, link for that will be up here so you guys can check that out. I had some sweaty grips. They're Alcantara grips. It was pretty much like a suede grips, whatever. You guys can check out that video. And I featured this controller, but it was the blue version in that video. And I never really got around to doing a review because I had some personal issues and things that were going on with my life. By the way, wife is pregnant with twins. She's about 5 months pregnant, and that's a big majority of the reason why I stopped streaming and stuff. The cool thing about this controller is you have your paddles in the back, so these you can map to any of these buttons on the front or even your trigger buttons. So in a way it's kind of like a scuff controller, so I really dig that. It's one thing that I really liked about the blue one that I had. The thing that was going on with that one is whenever I would try to play, well, playing in Fortnite anyways, I try to put like a mat down, like a stair or a floor or whatever, sometimes it would not register and then I'd be jumping around like a retard. So I went into the application, which you can actually download through, I think, the Xbox store or whatever it is. I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know, but on Windows you go to like the Windows store, whatever it's called, Microsoft store, and you download the PDP controller app or controller hub, something like that. Annotation right there of what it's actually called. You download that, you plug this into your PC or your Xbox. You have almost pretty much full customization with this, so you can change your dead zones. So if you don't want any dead zones at all, it'll be really accurate, so you can just like barely move it and your character will, like, you know, twitch or whatever, you know, look up, look down, left, right, all that good stuff. And then as far as these triggers go, they do have quite a bit of a stop to it. Hold on, let me focus on that. It does have quite a bit of travel. What you can do in the actual application is you can set this from 0 to 100%. So if you wanted to start at 0% and then 100%, which is obviously all the way down, to engage, you know, whatever action it is, then you'd obviously have to push it down. So that's good for racing games and things of that sort. But for like shooter games, you want to have like a hair trigger, so where you don't have to actually push it down all the way. You can do it like 50% or 25% and it'll trigger a full press, and you can do that within the software. And this is all pretty dope considering that this controller is only $24.99 at Best Buy. When I bought mine, when I bought the blue one, it was $29.99, and I bought like the 2-year protection, which I suggest you guys do. If you're buying it from Best Buy, get the 2-year plan. It was only like $3 or $4 on top of that, so it came out to like less than $35 for a controller. Like I said, this controller is pretty beast for being less than 30 bucks. Around $30 with tax, and with the 2-year protection plan, you're set. Because if this thing ever goes out, you take it back to Best Buy. Hey, you know what? My controller's not working anymore. I'd like to exchange it for another one. And boom, you can go grab yourself another one. They do an exchange. I think you have to pay the difference, if any, for another 2-year protection for the new one. Like for instance, when I got this one today, I had to pay 60 cents, but I didn't have to pay anything else. Like, I gave them my controller, said, hey, this doesn't work. They're like, go ahead, grab another one. So I grabbed this one because, you know, I had the blue one, so I was like, you know, screw it, I'll just go with a different color. They have this one, blue and red, and I think they have some other options on their website if you go to pdp.com. By the way, this isn't a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. Customization with this is really simple. All you need to do is hold down this function button and it'll blink, and then you basically push the button that you want to assign to whatever paddle, and then you press that paddle or that button, and boom, it stops blinking. All of a sudden you can do that. So with X, instead of jumping, this is why I use modded controllers with Fortnite. So for instance, for like shooter games or whatever, if you're playing Call of Duty, then you can have this one as your crouch or lay down, whatever it's called, and then this one could be like your jump. So this way your hands stay on the D-pads and you're able to move and jump and stuff like that without having to take your finger off of the toggles. So that's an advantage basically. So unfortunately for this controller, the hair triggers are not customizable on the fly. So if you're playing a game, you can't customize this. You have to go into the application and do that. But everything else is because of this function button. I highly suggest you pick up one of these. Even if you have an Xbox Elite controller, it might be different. I've never used that one, unfortunately, and I did originally want to get that when I purchased this one, but I was like, you know what, for 30 bucks or less than 30 bucks, let me check it out, see if it works. If it does, dope, I can make a video on it, which I'm doing now. If it doesn't, then oh well, it's only 30 bucks. I can actually return it and exchange it and pay the difference, obviously, for an Xbox Elite controller. So this is the shit, you guys. It's hot in here, you guys. I'm in my garage. This is my new studio setup, whatever. I'm in my garage and I'm making this video for you. I'm sweating, it's hot, I look greasy. It is what it is, but you know what? Thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful or useful in any way, as always, make sure to give me a thumbs up by clicking that like button over here. Wait, yeah, over there I think.